Well, hey guys, what's up? What is going on out there today? Hey, Brent Abel here at webtennis.com. Another episode of What's the Right Shot? My Ichikawa-Abel with the serve, and Jeff Jacklich back there with the return and the rolling forehand. And here's what happens, right? It's a lead cord, and it goes not literally straight up. We can't see from this angle, but if you were one of the fans over here looking at this angle here, what you would see is that the ball's not traveling very far past the net. Obviously, it's going over, but not much. And too often what I see are players right here deciding, this is my opportunity to go ahead and kind of take charge of the point. Unfortunately, what happens is by the time they get to make contact with this ball, it's now dropped below the top of the net. Now all of a sudden they've got some really bad geometry, right? In terms of the contact point with their forehand volley here, if you're left-handed, for example, is going to be below the top of the net. And you're right. I mean, you're so close to the net, you've almost got to hit the thing almost straight back up, right? So what you have to train yourself to do is to be patient in terms of what can you do to let the ball get its own good geometry with some kind of a bounce. This is better. It's not above the top of the net, I'll give you that, but it's better than if you lunge forward and now all of a sudden you're right up next to the net and the ball's down below the top of the net. So I see this a lot, and I want to make sure that if you're doing that, if you're lunging just to volley, is that makes no sense, right? You've got to allow the ball to get good geometry. Look, if that ball had traveled past the net further to where Mike could actually volley that thing at a much better and have much better geometry in terms of contact point, by all means, go for it. In this case, you don't want to do it, right? So let me rewind this, and I'm going to take it back from the top, and we'll play it, and I'm going to stop it right before she makes contact. And it's a great return, good slider, and now here we go, right? So Erica, Jeff's partner, realizes the ball's Mai's going to allow it to have some geometry. So she's got to cover her alley, right? She's got to make sure Mai knows that, hey, you can't go up here. If you go up here, I got a wide open middle between you and Brent, right? So she covers. Now, Jeff has got a lot of court over there to cover, right? He doesn't know exactly what my shot choice is at this point. So he's got to guess, right? Because he knows Erica's covering that alley. And so he's going to go, well, I got to guess, is Mai going to take this between the two of us? Is she maybe thinking about playing a little dropper, or is she going to do some kind of a, let's get around the left side of that ball and angle it sharply over into Jeff's alley, right? So he's at some point got to guess what she's going to do. And he guesses that it's going to be more of the sharp angle. And Mai just says, you know what? I'm going to bisect the two of you guys. Go right between the two of you. And there you have it. And yeah. So, all right, I'm going to run the whole thing in real time for you. And again, be thinking about how you can maximize geometry, right, with allowing the ball to get up in that situation right there. All right, guys, look, any questions down below, let me know what's on your mind. Any comments, any questions, remarks, feedback in the comments area, let me know. Or if you want to keep the conversation private, you are more than welcome to. Just shoot me an email, brent@webtennis.com. We can keep it private that way. And guys, it's time. We got to get out there today, and we got to help someone else have a spectacular day. Guys, see you again next time. Really hope today's episode was helpful for you. If so, please click that like button on YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell as well, so you are always alerted every time I go live and or upload new content. And yeah, if you've not picked up my course yet, 20-minute private video on the 4 parts between points routine. You got to get on this thing. It's a huge difference maker in your game. 80% of the time when we're playing a match, guess what? We're not playing points. That time is spent between points and on side changes. And when you manage that time really well, you tend to consistently play the other 20% of the match, which is, during the points. You tend to play at the very top of your skill level, point after point after point. Go on over to webtennis.com, drop in a first name, email address, and you'll get immediate access to that private, free video on my very specific 4 parts between points routine.